Sorry if my face is like red as all get out, but I do not feel good. And like yesterday I woke up with like this rash like all over my chest here, and I have no idea what it was. And now my face is like red and like bumpy and everything else. I tried putting makeup on, but I don't know if anybody else's face does this, but it just was not accepting it. So I tried for like an hour, and eventually I was just like, never mind. So here I am again, third video in a row where my face looks like death, but oh well. Today's video is kind of like a question answering thing, but I'm going to go deeper into my answers like personally, like for me. And they're like more personal questions than like just regular questions, if you know what I mean. I don't know. We'll get into it. Alright, what in your life do you take for granted? Probably my parents. I don't think I necessarily take them for granted. Like, I know what they do for me, but sometimes I forget that other people don't have like the luxury of having parents like mine. So yeah. Would you sacrifice your life for a child you know or didn't know? Yes, I would, because I just feel like they've lived less of a life than me, even though I haven't necessarily fulfilled all the things that like I want to do, and I haven't had kids myself or anything. I would definitely sacrifice myself for a child's life, for them to have a longer life than me, you know. What has been your biggest challenge in life, and how did you overcome it? My biggest challenge, I think, is loving myself, and I haven't necessarily overcame it. I don't know if anybody else like understands this. I love myself. I don't want to like hurt myself or anything. I don't think anyone is perfectly happy ever about themselves completely. Like, you can love yourself and like respect yourself, but I don't think you are ever like, people are ever 100% like happy with themselves fully, like all the way. So I mean, I might be wrong, but that's just like my point of view on it. If you had to get a tattoo right now, where and what would it be? Alright, if I had to get a tattoo right now, I have like no tattoos. I have virgin skin, as my mom would say. I would probably get either like here or on my like back of my shoulder blade. I would get a quote from my favorite movie, which is A Walk to Remember, and it would be, "Love is like the wind, you can't see it, but you can feel it." So, yeah. Do you believe, oh, this is deep. Do you believe in heaven and hell? Why or why not? Yes, I believe in both. Because I'm religious, obviously I believe in heaven, and there's some people who believe in heaven but don't believe in hell. But there's nothing in this world that is good and doesn't have a bad. There's good, there's bad, there's happy, there's sad. There's always another side to everything. So there can't be a heaven without hell. That's just my point of view on it. I'm not bashing anybody else's, but that's just how I see it. What is your worst trait, according to you? I overthink a lot, and I'm like over emotional sometimes. But my overthinking, I think, is like my worst, which is why I get overly emotional. It's because I overthink everything. What is your favorite thing about yourself? That's a really hard question to answer, because like I never think about what my favorite things about myself are. I'm always like thinking about like what I don't like. So I guess I'll do physical and about like myself. Physically, I think my favorite is my eyes, even though they're like poofy right now. But I think my eyes are my favorite like physical trait. I have like lovely eye color and then like naturally brown hair. Yeah. And then my favorite thing about myself, like character-wise, is that I am really caring. And like, I don't know if this makes sense. Like, my least favorite thing about myself is that I am over emotional. But my favorite thing about myself is that I am emotional. Like, I feel everything so deeply. And like, it's beautiful and it sucks at the same time. I guess my favorite and my least favorite thing about myself are the same thing. What is your number one pet peeve? I have to just hold my book because, yeah, it's like trying to fall over. My number one pet peeve, I think, has to be the fact that people, I'm not going to say on what topic, like any topic, anything at all, people want you to respect their opinions. But then when you have a different opinion, it's not okay. And they argue with you about your opinion, but you're supposed to respect theirs. You get it? So how does that make sense? Why am I supposed to respect your opinion if you don't respect mine? So that's my number one pet peeve, is when people don't practice what they preach, pretty much. What makes you most angry about our country? We are so worried about everybody else's country and everybody else's people that we don't really pay attention to what's happening with ours. We have our own veterans living on the streets and like our own people, and we have drug addicts, and we have children on my road that need food, or they need clothes, or they need school stuff. And we are so focused on another country. Those countries need to help themselves. I mean, I know that sounds a little harsh. We have our own issues within our own country. We can't help everybody else's country as much as we like want to. They need to help themselves also. Our country is only so big. And like, we have our own things that suck that we need to take care of instead of taking care of another country, if that makes sense. What is something that you think of often and deeply? Oh gosh, now I'm starting to think, and I'm gonna like overthink and give myself anxiety. The fact that we are all here stresses me out. Like, sometimes I think about the fact that we are alive and like on this planet, and we are like so small compared to like the universe, that it literally makes me sick. Do not do this. Do not overthink like this. But just think a little bit about it, and then tell me how like mind blown you feel. Because when you think about it, it's just like, most people are like 5 feet to like 6 something feet tall, except like really tall people and really short people. And like, compared to literally a tree, we are tiny. Now, compare that to like the whole universe. I mean, just think about it. What is the most unsettling fact that you can think of? We are dead longer than we are alive. And that stresses me out. Like, we are only alive for such a small amount of time. And we are dead forever. What? Like, I can't. So, yeah, that's just crazy. Like, why? I don't even want to get into some of this. It just, like, doesn't make sense. And if you think about it for too long, it literally, like, you feel like your brain is going to explode. And that is why we can't know everything. That is why God, or whoever you believe in, or the universe, keeps us from knowing everything. Because if we knew everything in our human form, we would literally blow up. This is the last one for now, because I don't want to have this like super duper long video. Do you believe in the law of attraction? And if you don't know what the law of attraction is, it's like what you put out is what you get out of the world. So what you put out is what you get out of the universe, is what it's saying. So like if you put out negative energy and negative thoughts, you're going to get negativity back. And if you put out positive energy and positive thoughts, and you say positive things and you do positive things, you're going to get positivity back. Yes, I do believe in that. That is going to be it for this video. Please like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Also, I just wanted to throw out there, because some people don't know that subscribing is just clicking that little like red button on the like side on the bottom. It's free. Some people I think subscribing means that you have to pay for something, but you don't. You just hit it, and then after you hit it, there's a little bell on the side that you hit to get my notifications. So that's all subscribing is. Please do that. Share my video if you want to do that too. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.